You will have probably formed your own opinion about the way the new BMW X7 looks by now. It's possible you will have also heard how some of those larger-than-life design cues, you know what I'm referring to, have been introduced to appeal to customers not just in the US but also China and the Middle East. Following this simple logical progression further, you might also have come to the conclusion that motorists in those particular markets lack taste somewhat. But, you know, horses for courses and all that. Anyway, the X7 is the newest member of BMW's lineup of luxury cars. The firm will tell you to think of it as a 7 Series that can go off-road, as opposed to an X5 that has grown quite a bit larger, at 5.2 meters long, 1.8 meters tall and 2.0 meters wide. It's now the largest car BMW has ever built. Nevertheless, its relationship to its smaller SUV sibling remains a fairly close one. It sits on the same modular cluster architecture platform, uses a similar 8-speed automatic transmission, is available with BMW's off-road package, comes with full air suspension as standard and shares the same lineup of 3.0-litre 6-cylinder petrol and diesel engines. Unlike the X5, however, it comes with 7 seats as standard. While the X7 will be offered elsewhere with a mighty V8 engine, in Britain the 394 bhp, 560 pounds-feet, quad-turbocharged, yes, 4, M50D represents the top of the range. There's also a 335 bhp 40i petrol, while the 30D, which is expected to account for some 60% of the X7's UK sales mix, develops 261 bhp at 4,000 revolutions per minute and 457 pounds-feet between 2,000 and 2,500 revolutions per minute. M Sport trim adds features such as 21 inches alloy wheels and a sportier body kit to an already impressive roster of standard equipment that includes merino leather upholstery, 4-zone climate control, a 12.3 inches infotainment system and heated seats in all 3 rows. All up, our X7 xDrive 30D M Sport test car starts at £72,630. If you really must have an SUV the size of a small county, by all means buy an X7. If you can see past the design, there's very little about the way it drives that will cause grave concern. The fact that it can genuinely fit 7 adults in relative comfort is also a neat trick in a world of so-called 7-seaters that can only really take children, and small ones at that, in the 3rd row. Where the X7 does feel a touch disappointing, though, is inside. Don't get us wrong, it's impeccably finished and the materials used are wonderful to the touch. But so too are those you'll find in the X5. In fact, there's very little that really differentiates the two, at least architecturally speaking. It's all a bit too derivative. And in the world of flagship luxury SUVs, a world where you could easily spend more than £90,000 once you've added a few options, that seems like something of a missed opportunity.